Hey Hillcrest, last brick of the week. We got some new ones coming this Sunday I want to invite you to, but this one is greed, which basically says I should get everything. All of what you have, everything that's out there, it should come to me. We often think greedy people are selfish, and that could be the case, but greed comes from fear. Deep down, I'm afraid if I don't get these things, if I don't have these things around me, first of all, I'll be unfulfilled. And second of all, I will die if I don't have them. I won't survive. Your fulfillment doesn't come from your things. And your life isn't your life. It doesn't exist because of the stuff that you have. So greed is fear-based. And the irony about greed is we often think it's connected to money. Again, sometimes it is, but it isn't always. It could be a drive or a thirst or a lust almost for a million different things, and greed is what's at the center. Again, because of fear. If you crack open the shell on greed, you find out it's really fear-based. And all fear, I've learned in my own life, all fear is an opportunity to trust Jesus more. The natural human tendency with fear is to think it's going to crush me and kill me. But the counterintuitive irony is that when we encounter fear, Jesus invites us to trust him. And that's when he does these supernatural things in our life. So for me, I was a very greedy person the younger I was and the less mature I was. And it's still something I got to watch out for. And for me, I was greedy for things and for possessions. I wanted all kinds of toys in my life. And I couldn't give anything away. And so when I was confronted with greed, I needed to give up something. And when I did, I found that I didn't die. And secondly, God replaced the room in my soul that was full of greed. Once the greed was gone, when I gave away, God replaced it with gratitude. I was a much less grateful person when I was greedy. Greed takes up space in your soul, and you simply can't give something that isn't in there. And so for me, it was gratitude. And now I'm not just grateful to other people. I'm grateful to all that God has given me, and I don't need the things as much anymore. I can give things away. That's how greed worked in my life until I gave it up. But again, it comes from fear, and fear magnifies every single thing in your life and makes it so much worse than it really, really is. It's like you have a tiny thing here, and there's a light, and there's a shadow that goes up. Fear is that shadow trying to make everything look worse in your life. But you find that God removes the shadow because he refills you with the light of his Spirit. And so, whatever it may be, whatever you're fearing, I want to invite you to look at it differently. Try not to look at it anymore like this thing's going to kill me and I can't move and I'm paralyzed, I'm stuck. Instead, if you look at it as this is an invitation from Jesus to trust him to do something I could never do on my own and never experience on my own, you will see God do incredible things in your life where greed used to be. So I want to invite you today to take that challenge. Take the greed challenge. If you're feeling afraid that if you lose this thing or you give it away, that something bad will happen, take the invitation that Jesus is giving you to trust him more. So ask yourself, how can I trust Jesus in this area instead of relying on fear? I hope you have a great week and look forward to seeing you this weekend as we unpack some more baggage.